Let's try this again. Okay, everybody. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Where's Rick Party at? Tell me we're working. Okay, we're back in action. I got all these cables.
I never wanna be apart. Oh no. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. When do I wanna love you?
Every day.
When do I wanna see you?
All the time.
When do I wanna love you? When do I wanna see you?
I want all of your time, all the time. Everybody just act normal. It's a Thursday. Things happen. Life happens. But you want to know what time it is? You want to know what time it is?
Finally, a show with an array of topics. I mean, she talks about it all. The Natasha Simona Sequence, Evening Edition, begins now.
Shout out to the entire room. Shout out to the room. Shout out to both rooms. I am live on Facebook and I am live on Instagram. Shout out to everybody that's here. Everybody just act normal. If you are over on the Instagram side, things happen. Nonsense happens and it seems to happen at the 11th hour. Or the 12th hour, we'll say. But shout out to everybody. I am live on Facebook. If you are live on Facebook and you are watching me, everybody, let me see something. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Facebook peoples. I'm trying to talk to you. Can you hear me? Facebook. This is your time to participate today. Don't act brand new. I just want to know if you can hear me on the big mic. Facebook, You're in testing right now. So if you can hear me on Facebook on the big mic, because if you can't hear me on the big mic, I'm going to turn you off on Facebook and you come over to Instagram. But shout out to everybody. Today's Thursday. It's Thursday evening. I did not do my morning show. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. People on Facebook are very, very quiet. Either you're very quiet or you just don't want to talk to me. You just want to look at me. But I'm being serious. I want to know if you can hear me on Facebook on the mic. Facebook is good too. Thank you. Shout out to Rick Party. We've got action, people. Listen, this is where we get all the kinks out over here, because when we go to the networks, you know, there's people in the bigger departments that deal with this. And if we have issues at the networks, then I'm a one-woman show. I'm literally here by myself in the studio, and I have to rely on virtual assistants, literally. So I just want to shout out my back office for real today. Everybody, please file in here. Take your shoes off at the door. There's a no shoes in the studio policy. No shoes in the studio whatsoever. I've got sick children. This ain't the day to joke around. So take your shoes off. Grab your drinks. You feel free to grab whatever drinks you want today, because we all need it, except for me. I've got my tea handy today. For everybody inquiring about my 13-year-old son, he's doing a little bit better today. He's still very sick. So after the show, I will be giving him a nice Epsom salt bath with lavender and doing all my mommy works and all that stuff. My 10-year-old son is, he's sick too, but not as sick as the 13-year-old. The 13-year-old has bad asthma. So, I've been watching him under the microscope. But, thanks for asking. Thanks for all the messages. Thanks for understanding that this morning's show, I could have done it. I was awake and I was up. I was chatting with you all in the Discord. The Discord is the time. If you have not joined the Discord, click the link in my bio and hit up the Discord. But to be quite honest with you, I would have been sitting here like a zombie. So I just said, you know what, let me stay down. My little one woke up in the middle of the night with fever tremors. Do you all know what fever tremors are? Fever tremors, the best way I could describe it is you kind of start hallucinating a little bit, and you might have like a cold sweat episode, and your fever might not even necessarily be too high, but your body is, when you're fighting a virus, I want everybody to know your body is fighting. So things happen, liquids come out of places you didn't know existed. Your appetite disappears. You might have a fever tremor, all that stuff. So, thank God I've experienced this before. So when people call me, they're like, you're really calm. And I'm like, I've been through this with my kids already. My little one, when he was born, 3 days in, actually, it was a weekend. He was like 7 days old, laid on the hospital table and just stopped breathing. I'm like, you died for a few seconds, buddy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when they get sick, I just got to stay calm and figure this out. But anyway, enough about that. They're getting better, and I'll keep you all posted with that. There will be a show tomorrow morning. Can't take too much time off. Anyway, we've got a cool guest today. Her name is Kellie Kell. She's quite the star over on the TikTok world. And she's over here on Instagram today. She's an author, she's a social media influencer, and she's a big men's health advocate. So she was live on TikTok today, and I kind of popped in there to just get a vibe. It's my first time meeting her, so I'm excited for that conversation. So all of you in here, tag a male friend of yours. I want some healthy, I want a good amount of men in the building today. Well, anyway, where do I go? The beginning of the show just kind of threw me off, but here we go. Let's get into some. I do have a message. Rick Party, can you send me that thing of a situation to our text messages, please? Thank you. Thank you so much. That will help me greatly. I hope you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I hope your Thursdays were great. Listen, if today's your birthday, happy birthday. If it's your husband's birthday, your wife's birthday, listen, it's PG-13. I'm going to go there. The side piece, the one piece, the two piece, your mama, your daddy, your zaddy, the mailman. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. I want to know if it's your birthday for real. I'll sing you something. I'll sing you something live. If today's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you. And if today you decided that you've had it, time to take that paperwork and see what that paperwork do in front of a judge. Well, the divorce court is where you were this morning. Congratulations on your new life ahead. Shout out to my back office guy who sent me what I need very late. Thank you, Rick Party. My Rick Party, thank you very much. I got it. To my back office guy who is probably not in the building yet, you're fired. 19 minutes into the show, you're fired. I don't understand how you send me. My back office guy sent me what I needed 19 minutes into the show. And mind you, we had to start the show over, so he had time. My back office guy is officially fired. I don't even know if he's walked into the building, but I'm firing him. Unfortunately, none of you know who the back office guy is, so you can't even tell me when he's here or not. It's over with. I might have to hire him back tomorrow. Everybody listen to me. Shout out to Auntie Melba Moore that's in the building. Auntie Melba's in the building. She said she's still celebrating. And I want to shout out to everybody on Facebook. We're still experimenting on Facebook. I see Maureen. Shout out to Maureen and the whole Taylor family. They're over on Facebook. Hello? Let's get into some headlines before our guest comes in. Like I said, I want everybody to tag one of your male friends. I want some testosterone in the building. We're going to be talking about men's mental health and everything today. I'm not reading the comments at all. I told you to fire his ass the other day. Done. Fired. Rick Party said we're ditching him. Back office girl says, oh, I know he's in the building. Uh-oh. Anyway, everybody, listen. I want to run through some stuff with you here. So, here we go. You all remember Mary Kay? What's the IG? Okay, hold on, everybody, on Instagram. Shout out to email DJ Audio. Hello. The IG is I am Natasha Simona. I am Natasha Simona because I am Natasha Simona. Natasha Simona is giving a lot of booby action. Hello? You know, I know this is the evening show and, you know, we get a little spicy over here, but can't show you all the goods. Hold on a second. Hold on. Ladies, you know the trick. You got to move those things over to the side. All right, there we go. It's a little bit better. It was too much happening. Too much going on. Remember the story back in the day, Mary Kay Letourneau and her student, Villy Falau. I don't really know how to say his last name, but remember the lady that was sleeping with her student and they got into a relationship? Isn't that weird to receive? Well, she died, unfortunately, back in 2020. She had stage 4 cancer, unfortunately, so rest her soul. Well, okay, so let me know if you remember the story, because I could go down a short rabbit hole. Anyhow, she's the teacher. She was a teacher. She was a 6th grade teacher. She started sleeping with her student in 1996. He was like 15 years old or something like that. Or when you're in 6th grade, how old are you? No. He was about 13 or 12, 13 years old. So he was young. She was a 6th grade teacher, but by the time he turned 15 years old, they had 2 children. Isn't that disgusting? You all remember that story, right? I was a little girl. I was a young girl when that story came out. And I was so disgusted by it. And that was like the big thing in the news for a really, really, really long time. My mom would watch it on the evening news because there was always some kind of report and all that stuff. Well, she served time in jail, and while she was in jail, I think that's when she got pregnant. But he was 15, so he would like sneak in visits and all that stuff. And mind you, she was married. She was a whole married woman with like other children. Okay, so they ended up getting married. Her and the student ended up getting married. Okay, they got married in 2000. When did they get married? In 2005. Am I accurate with that? I want to say they got married in like 2005, and then they separated in 2017. They were married for quite some time. It's still weird to me. Well, anyway, she died. Like I said, she died a couple of years ago in 2020. She had stage 4 cancer. And although they separated, he was still like by her side and all that stuff. He just had another baby. Now, sidebar, do you know that the kids that they conceived while he was this 15-year-old kid, do you know the kids that they conceived? Guess how old they are? You want to feel old? All of you want to feel old? The 2 kids that they had, the 2 daughters, are 25 and 24 years old. Can you believe they're that old? Yeah. I was like, when I was reading the story, I was like, oh, the kids must be like 12 years old now. They're whole adults, 25 and 24 years old. And on a private Facebook page, their daughter, Mary Kay, and Villy's daughter, Georgia is her name. She posted a photo of some sort congratulating her daddy and saying her baby sister Sophia is the new baby's name. No report on who the new mother is, if he's remarried. I don't think he's remarried because we would have known that. But and you want to know how old the student is? He's 39 years old now. He's 39. She died when she was 58. So if she was 58 2 years, that's crazy to me. That story is still very interesting. Well, he went on and who was it that he had a conversation with, and the person asking what talk show was he on? I don't remember. And it was like, well, how would you feel like, if a 13-year-old was in your, because he was 13 when he met her, and he was like, my brain isn't wrapped like that. Like I would think there was something wrong with me and I would go seek help. I just want to know, like, where were his parents? Because ain't no way. Do you know what I'm saying? How did that even, anyway, we there's been a couple of movies and stuff. You all want to do a movie night and like go down a rabbit hole? I'm going to plan that. Dear back office team, let's plan that. I want to go down the rabbit hole with this again and revisit this. Just because my curiosity, like I need to refresh myself on this whole situation. But anyway, next. Brian McKnight is expecting a baby. Now, let me see. I just want to see if you all are going to see this properly. Okay, never mind. You won't. Damn it. I'm going to have a long conversation with the back office guy. Listen to me. Brian McKnight is expecting a baby with his now wife, Leilani. Okay. This is their rainbow baby. They were expecting a baby not too long ago, like within the last 12 months. And unfortunately, I think, I don't know the full details on what happened to the baby, but unfortunately the baby passed away. I want to say, based on how the both of them have captioned what happened, the baby was born maybe the baby was alive for a blink of a moment, unfortunately, and they lost the baby. Well, now they have their rainbow baby, and she's nice and pregnant, and they made the announcement today. Well, so let me open a tab here. I am so annoyed with couples who have like the content of the same on both pages. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? You go to his page and his page, it's all nice photos of them and all those things. And then you go down the rabbit hole and you click on her page or whatever. And then it's all the same photos. And you're like, what's the point? I don't know. I don't know if I ever, I can't. When I get married, dear future husband, we got to have our own identity and all that stuff on social media. Our pages can't look the same. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So on his page, in his bio, he only claims her kids. So she has 2 children, a son and a daughter, Jack and Julia, from a previous marriage. Now, Brian McKnight has like 4 other children, right? Like of his own from his previous marriage. And I think he's got like 2 from or 3 from one marriage and then 1. And it doesn't even matter. He's got 4 children of his own. When you look at his bio on his Instagram page, he only claims her 2 kids and their kid that they lost. There's only 3 kids on there, her 2 and the one that they had. It's very strange to me. I know he had a very interesting divorce from his ex-wife, Julie McKnight. Shout out to her. It was very public and it was very messy. But for him not to claim his other 4 children is weird to me. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. And so I'm seeing Mrs. Preston saying him and his other children had a falling out. And that's fine. But how do you not claim them? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you don't want to say their names, you could say father of 4 and, hello? Am I weird to think that? Like, I just feel like that's really disrespectful. And they're grown and it's deplorable. And you want to know something? Sidebar. I'm going to go down a short rabbit hole really quickly. I said, you all know my children's father cheated on me like a video game, right? Well, he was sleeping with some floozy. I was reading his text messages and she said, oh, I wish those kids were mine. Like she like was plotting to kill me. I'm not, no joke. Facebook and Instagram, no joke. And she was like, I wish those kids should have been mine. Like, people like that with that psychology would do anything to excommunicate you out of the picture and like steal your kids or kill your kids. And I had a long conversation with him and I said, let me explain something to you. Whatever it is that you're doing, do it. Keep it out of our house. But any woman that wants to pull you away from your children and create a commotion and a ruckus and discourse between you and your children's mother and your children should not be the woman you should really be interested in. If you're sleeping with her and you just want to get your rocks off, like whatever. But if you know what I'm saying? Like, hello, am I making sense here? So when I see Brian McKnight and his situation and not claiming his children, and he's married to this woman as a wife, if I ever was in a relationship with a man, whether we got, first of all, we wouldn't even get to the marriage part. If I get with you and you don't claim any of your children, I don't care what kind of discourse y'all have, and you don't publicly claim your children, or you don't speak to them, or you have a horrible relationship with their mother, that's not the one for me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that dynamic, and I think it's pretty sad. So, but anyway, shout out to Brian McKnight and his wife on expecting their rainbow baby. Netflix announced that Chris Rock will be the first comedian to have a live show performing live on their network. Early 2023. I don't have nothing to say about that. Chris Rock still hasn't spoken up about the slapation altercation situation that happened at the Oscars. I don't think we care anymore. I'll watch it, but I don't know. Anyway, everybody, I want you to straighten up. Our guest is in the building, Kellie Kell. She is a 4-time publisher, social media influencer. She's a mama, and she's got a lot to say when it comes to men's mental health. Everybody, please straighten up. Kellie Kell is walking in the door.
Simona Sequence, Evening Edition. Tonight's special guest, 4-time published author, social media influencer, life coach, and men's mental health public speaker, Kellie Kell.
Shout out to Kellie Kell that's about to walk in the door. Okay, Kellie Kell, where you at? Where you at? Bring them out.
Hey.
Hi there. Everybody on Facebook, I know you cannot see her. You can only hear her. If you would like to see our special guest this evening, come over to Instagram at I am Natasha Simona. If not, sit tight and just listen to the conversation. Hi, Kellie Kell.
Hey, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing today? You look amazing.
I'm doing good. You do too.
I saw you doing your thing on your live, talking about Christmas trees and all that stuff.
Yeah.
How many children do you have?
I have 2. I have twins.
Oh, it's a boy and a girl, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, listen, Rick Party, who is a very important role here on my show, he introduced me to your TikTok. Is it safe to say you're pretty famous over there? You're pretty influential. You got like 300,000+ people and 1.2 million likes over there. I said, who is this girl? Who is this? You're very vocal when it comes to men's mental health and how they're being treated, how they treat themselves, and everything that falls under the umbrella. How did that come about? Like, where did you find that lane within yourself to be so vocal about that?
Actually, I've been like that since I was little. When I was 14, I wasn't even talking to guys, but I wrote a book on men's mental health, like a dating and relationship book. And as I grew up, I just paid attention to the guys around me. And I also danced for 10 years. So
When you say dance, you were a ballet dancer of some sort?
Girl, a naked ballet dancer, a stripper. So,
Okay.
A naked ballet dancer.
Okay.
They used to come in there and just kind of like spill all of their emotions and everything. And it was simple things that I paid attention to. So once I started making my videos, I started making them, directing them towards females and what they could do differently. But then when I just made one simple video, like, hey, King, and I'm like, you're appreciated, and just gave them a lot of affirmations. And it was like thousands and thousands of comments with guys like, I've never been talked to this like this before. I've never heard this before.
At all. Yes, and you weren't expecting the response.
No.
So did you have a heavy social media presence before you did that video?
So it was growing, but it was growing from the comedic videos. Me calling them booty head bitches. And so it was growing from there.
Yeah, we're not uptight over here. So, loosen your shoulders. I don't know if you need me to do something strange or whatever. Be yourself. Be comfortable.
It was growing from that. And then I made that video and I noticed that I had a lot of attention from that video. But then I went back to the other videos and they were cool, but then they slowed down. And I seen a few comments because I go through almost all my comments. Well, at least I try to until they get into the thousands. And I seen a few comments where guys were like, you know, hey, can you make more videos like that? So I took a break. I kept getting blocked on TikTok. And I'm like, what can I do differently? You know, because I'm noticing my following is going down and just, I feel like they need to be uplifted. But it really began after that because I had a hard time over the summer and I came back to the videos and I couldn't do nothing but make positive and motivational videos because I needed it myself. And that was the only way I could encourage myself. And even to this day, like those videos, I listen to them about 50 times after I make them, like back to back to back to try to embed it. Yeah, because now it's like half the time I'm talking about myself. That's where I get the ideas from. Like I could wake up and want to give up and I'm like, okay, I got to empower myself. You know, I got to tell them not to give up. And then I just listen back and it's like, okay, well, you telling them not to give up and, you know, just hearing yourself play back, it just does something.
Wow. So what did the men in your family think about this new motivational side to you?
Well, my uncle, he's around my age. He's been like one of the ones that's been tuned in and he's like, you know, I like what you're doing and you're right about that. And, you know, I sent that to Fee and I'm just thinking like, don't get us into it. You know, like I like this life. But no, but yeah, other than that, everybody's just been cool, just sitting back watching.
I want to go back to your dancing days, if you don't mind.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Do you disclose your age at all?
Hmm.
How old are you?
Well, I was gonna tell you to guess, but I have two 13-year-olds. You saw them, so I'm 34.
Oh, okay. Well, I have a 13-year-old too. Okay, so you're 34, and you said you were dancing for 10 years. So somewhat like when you should have, quote, air quotes, been in college, and here you are dancing. And
Yeah.
so you did that straight out of high school, essentially.
I did it like, so I graduated high school at 17. I started dancing at 22.
Okay.
22.
Who was the first person to influence you to walk into the club? Like where did and do you regret any portion of that today?
It was my sister. She came over for
Are you
Thanksgiving dinner and she was
are you
like,
ner- are you nervous a little bit?
uh-uh.
Okay.
I smoked some weed. So-
Okay.
So it was my sister. She was like, can you watch, you know, my son for, you know, whatever after Thanksgiving? We were at my mom's house. We just had Thanksgiving dinner. And I'm like, yeah. So she left and she came back like at 1 o'clock in the morning. And she had all this money. And I'm like, wait a minute now. Like, where you get that from? And she told me, and I'm like, I want to dance. So she took me to like one of the biggest clubs in Detroit. She didn't start me off small, like at all
No.
whatsoever. It was just like, boom, threw me in there with the wolves. So I had to learn pole tricks and just learn all of this amongst these people that doing all types of, I'm telling you, there was like fucking circus acts. And I did it. And then like, but do I regret it? No, not any moment of it. Because see, I was in there introducing myself as Kellie Kell. You know, I rap, I do music. So I was never like, I had the dance name for just for them to call me on stage. But other than that, I'm rapping for my customers and just.
So you had a bigger mission. Like you're like, I'm gonna do what I have to do here, but I'm gonna promote myself
Oh,
in all these.
girl, they was
So
playing
you're
my songs in the strip clubs and everything. I was dancing to my song, had the girls dancing. I'm like, that's me.
so what did you learn about yourself during that time period to hang your shoes up on the pole and what was that last day like for you?
So I was in and out when so I stopped for real in like 2019, but I was in and out after that, like maybe here or there. I could probably count on one hand, but I stopped because it was a guy I met and he pretty much was funding everything and it was nothing that I needed. And
You
sorry about that.
met him in the club? Oh, it's okay. Wait, did you meet him in the club?
Yeah, I met him
Okay.
in the club.
Oh,
Yep,
oh,
I met him in the club.
really?
And pretty much I didn't dance no more after that. He funded everything. I mean, absolutely everything. But what made me really hang up my shoes is when after we stopped talking, I tried to go back to the club, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I have to drink in order to enjoy myself here and be able to work, because I don't like these people. Like, I don't want to be touched. I don't want to put on this facade as though I like you, because I don't. I really just want your money. If I tell you that, you're not going to give it to me. So I got to pretend. And then once I realized that they would rather buy drinks than to buy dances, then it was just like, no, because you'd rather get me drunk than to fund what I'm here, for. I can't pay my
Right.
bills with drinks. So I'm just like, maybe this ain't me. And it was just the energy too. It was just so many negative energies. Once I start being more into myself in the universe, I'm just like, okay, yeah, I don't need to be here. Like, it's so low vibrational. So I just got out of there and kind of like stepped out on faith and tried to work for about a year, and then I quit my job and said, fuck it, I'm just gonna do. God gave me all these talents. I'm gonna put them to work and trust him. Sure.
So you started writing. You turned into an author.
hmm
Tell me about the book.
My very first book is a novel. I haven't released that yet because I'm working to turn it into a film. But so I was when I quit my job, I actually finished up my novel that weekend, and because I couldn't do it for nothing in the world, and submitted it, and it was the best feeling in the world. And then I blew up on TikTok like maybe 2 months later, just pretty much overnight. So they're like, you need to write a book. And I'm like, well, I have a book coming out. And then I started thinking, well, that's not the book that they're talking about. They need a relationship book. So then I wrote this book for married men only. And it took me about 4 days to write this book, and
Really?
I got it out like this Christmas, the day after Christmas. So I was on live and I pressed enter. I pressed submit, because I just finished editing, and everybody's like, send me the book. And I'm like, wait a minute. And I'm like, well, it's going to cost this much if I send you this, because I don't, I haven't submitted it. And they're like, fine. And the payments just start coming in, and they're like, we want it. And I'm just like, wait a minute. So I end up writing three more books. So I've written 4 books this year, published 4 books this year.
Where can we find these books?
They're in Barnes and Nobles. You can get them online. My name is Kellie Yancey, so they're under my name.
Her government. Her name is Kellie Yancey, right?
Yep.
YAN. We'll get to all of that before you leave out of here. So for married men only, give me a little bit of insight in what's because you know the women are going to read that, right?
Oh
You're
yeah.
beautiful. You're smart. They're going to want to know, what is this woman writing about for my man only? You know what I'm saying? So I want to know.
Well, the title came because I thought, actually, I was saying I was for married men only. That's where I got the title from.
So you were saying that you were for married men. So did you in real life you played the side piece?
Oh yeah, and unintentionally at times. It was just like, sometimes it was intentional, sometimes it was just like, okay, I've been in this relationship for 9, 10, 11 months, and then I find out that he's married, like, and
Did you
then,
break away?
it's like, so once we have this moment of truth or whatnot, it's like, okay, I understand you have a little bit of proof under your belt. I've been in it for this long in a peaceful atmosphere. So, okay, it's not so bad. I think the spike came in when the wife found out who I was and, approached me, and I, played dumb for some time. But then once I started to explain, like, hey, I really genuinely did not know, and she just kind of fired up on me, it was like, okay, he's our man now. It's no your man. I don't have any type of respect anymore. So I've tried to tell you. And I guess if it was taken a little differently, or be like, if she would have held him accountable, because I was unaware. I see, if I knew ahead of time, I'm like, okay, you got a wife, I played this action, but I didn't know. Granted, I found out 9 months later, but I didn't
Right.
find out 9 days into it.
Right.
So
Now
yeah.
there's like, y'all love each other. You probably done went away. He funded some things, and you're like,
Girl,
well,
he was just calling. He just messed up the live. That was him. I had to forward him.
hold on a minute. Wait, excuse me. This is still happening.
I haven't seen him since like March.
We dug him up out the grave.
He's digging himself out the grave. I told you I just forwarded him.
Is he still married?
Yeah, they're happy.
They're
That's why I
They're-
can't mess with it. I'm not messing with it. I'm good. Y'all happy. I don't want to be the person that mess up y'all happy. Y'all are happy. She says they're happy.
Wow. Okay. So do you want to get married? With everything that okay, hold on. With everything that you've experienced from dancing, working the strip club and seeing the clientele that you used to service, for lack of a better term, you were the unintentional side piece a lot of times. Do you even desire to be married?
Honestly, the marriage is just a financial bind. That's pretty much what it is. Would I get married? Yeah. But marriage is just a financial bind. The love is there. The love and all of that is established before the marriage. The only thing you're doing is binding your finances. The only thing they're splitting during the divorce is finances.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you look at it that way, so marriage, the term "I'm married" is not important for you. But would you get into a long-term committed partnership?
Yeah.
You don't feel nervous about it? What if the tables were turned? Would you feel like, okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, do you think in the back of your head, like, if I don't stop, that karma is going to come back
Well, I
around?
did stop, but you see, I've been forwarding them. I'm
Yes.
stopping. I'm stopping, Jesus. Okay. I'm stopping, God. Dang. But do I feel like that would happen to me? It could happen. It's always a possibility. I'm gonna probably bring the bitch home before he gotta even worry about that. To be honest, I'm gonna beat you to it, homeboy.
Wow.
I beat you to it. But there's gonna be rules laid out because, to be honest, I'm gonna say something that most women won't. I don't want a man that's gonna put me through what he cannot take himself. So no, you're not going to be like, oh yeah, it's okay for me to have like this other woman for however long, and you can't even text this guy. No, just like you want, men have a desire just naturally for multiple women. So I want to be open and honest with whomever I'm going to be with. You can have another woman. I need another man. We need a balance in this situation because while you're with her, I need something to occupy my time so I won't be worried about you. Monday through Wednesday can be his day. Fucking Thursday through Sunday can be your day. I will not call you Monday through Wednesday. I'll text you, make sure you are right. But anything that's needed, I'm gonna call him because them his days.
I think you're teaching a lot of us in here something different.
Shit, I mean, better that than at home crying, trying to figure out where the nigga at and calling his phone and he ain't answering the shit. We know where he at. He with the other bitch because that's her days.
Have you been approached for reality TV yet?
We working on it.
I'm just because I don't understand. You can't be bottled up over on TikTok and Instagram. Like this is good stuff. Have you started going on like speaking tour like engagements and do you do any type of panel discussions on just your content is beyond singing. I don't know what you're doing with your singing career, your rap career. We haven't even gotten to that yet, but just your breakdown and explanation and your viewpoints and just your life experience on its own is like this is dollars in
I've done just a lot of podcasts or whatever, but girl, they got me talking to the kids now.
You speak to children about what?
Girl, about life, same thing, just speaking life into themselves and just kind of like having their own, just having their own value, just knowing who they are, having their own identity and not allowing the world to create it for them. Just kind of like knowing that the social media shit will have you wrapped up in thinking that life is this way and, it's this way. I had to literally we're doing affirmation worksheets that's getting sent home this week, I believe. I think they're getting sent home tomorrow. And then I'm going to have them write letters to their future selves, like a time capsule. We're going to put it in a book. I'm going to get the book published. All the students are going to have copies of it. And then pretty much we'll go from there. I'll take like the authors and work with them directly and show them how to get published and things of that nature. But yeah, just pretty much the same thing.
What grade, or what's the age range of kids that you speak to?
So it's 6th through 8th is their scholars.
Okay. That's cute. That's cute to me. But you know what? I think I would want to see you speak to the seniors, the juniors and seniors in high school.
Yeah,
right? Like the glamorizing of social media and the glorification of a lot of what we talked about. I think you with your experience would help them to not necessarily walk in the same path that you walked in and lead down the same mistakes that you made. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have it really easy nowadays. So
who has it easy? The kids?
The children. Yeah, the kids now. It's easy as far as they can go a different route without having to go the route that I went. Like I had to dance and do all that. It was so, it seemed like it was so hard to make money because social media wasn't like as it is now. Like literally you can log on and have X amount of followers and just get paid off of that, so.
No, trust me. I know. I was talking to somebody about that. Where you and I are pretty much in the same, we would have went to school together, sort of say. So no, I get it. I totally get it. I really enjoy your personality. I really am looking forward to meeting you in person. You seem like a hoot of a time in really do. You're pretty no nonsense. So where you said we can find your books. Okay, do you have a link somewhere? I would love to direct people. Everybody, if you're not following her, everybody on Facebook, if you are enjoying the conversation, please you can come over to Instagram and you can actually see the guest that is here with us. Where can we find all of your stuff?
So I have a link in my bio and all of everything's there. If you want to get the book directly from me, because so these are the 4 books I have. I send them out directly as well, and then I'll sign them if you order them that way. So just DM me. I answer my DMs as long as you ain't trying to flirt and do all that extra shit. But if you talking business and just want to kind of give me my flowers, I definitely will respond back to you. Don't be on no bullshit.
Wait, tell me the other books. So we know the Married Men Only.
The Married Men Only, that was the first one. That took 4 days. The Art of Loving a Man, this is one of my favorites. This book took me 1 day, cover to cover. Like I was dedicated to that book.
These books done and published, and you said they're in Barnes & Noble?
Yeah.
How is that? What the heck are you doing?
It's God, girl. I ain't doing it. It's God. He's working through me. The shit men don't know about women. This is like breaking the girl code. This is like the Steve Harvey book. He made one and we're going to make one. Like Lies She Tell and Why. Squirting. That's P. It's in the book. You might want to get this in case you don't know, guys. And then the last one, this is like my super favorite, Man versus King. I fought Barnes and Nobles to get this out. I think they knew exactly what it was, like a male empowerment book, and they were just like fighting me tooth and nail, but finally got it. And it's just pretty much what I said, a male empowerment book. I ask certain questions, and after the chapters, there's like writing prompts, like what are you worth? Just to kind of get you into figuring out who you are.
You said you teach people how to like publish and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And okay, we need to talk so that way I can have you back, or you let me know when you're going to be doing another class or course or whatever you have going on. I think that, a lot of people can benefit in just knowing how the steps, the how-tos, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. No problem.
you go, I do have a question. Have you seen the video that's been going around about over there across the street on Love and Hip Hop, Little Scrappy and his mom, and he was expressing himself to his mom just about his upbringing and how that pretty much impacted who and how he is today. What are your thoughts on that?
I feel like she disregarded his emotions. I feel like she knows that his emotions are a reflection of her and what she may be feeling or going through. That's why she kind of compared it like, well, I'm going through this too, you know, as if it's like, okay, your feelings are invalid because I'm feeling something as well. However, he may very well be feeling that because she's never taken care of the things that she had, you know, going on in her life. And that tends to happen a lot. Like I see that happen a lot. So I understood both perspectives. I understood like her pain, and it's like, okay, you're taking it out on me, but I can't help but to be this way because this is what I am. Nobody told me anything different, or I don't know how to change. And then he's like, you know, I'm like this because of you, pretty much. You know,
Right.
so
How do you feel about therapy? Have you ever thought about going to school to be like a psychiatrist?
yeah, I did, but girl, I can't pass the damn math class. I could write a book in a day and can't count the letters in my damn name. So I have my life coaching certification. I did do that. And actually I scored 100% on the exam. So
Okay.
I
So you're
wanted to do as much as I possibly could. I've thought about going to school, but I'm like, it's not going to change the fact that I can't pass this damn math. Like I didn't took all the classes. I just can't pass the math class. So
Don't feel
yeah,
bad.
but I feel like
So
God has something much bigger platform, and I don't have. It's this thing about working for other people that doesn't
mhm.
sit well with me. Like I feel like if I go to school and get this degree and then go become this doctor or this therapist, my everyday is confined to that. And I want to make the choice to whether or not I want to deal with people's problems. I don't want that to become a part of my life because I have my own issues. You know, so I kind of
Now,
keep it at bay, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it's just I don't want to make a living off of other people's problems. That drive me insane, girl. Cause I'm too empathetic. So I feel like people's
you'll absorb.
emotions. Yeah, I be crying when people be crying and shit. Girl, I be crying when people don't be crying because they should be crying. Because if it was me, I would be crying.
I get it. I'm a crier. My audience knows. I cry like anything. You tell me the mouse, you killed the mouse and it died and it had heart failure. I'm crying for the mouse. Yeah. Oh no, it's an issue. So are you in therapy with everything that you put out? Who's therapying you?
Girl, I'm therapying myself. I told you I listen to my own videos a million times out the day. I didn't become a better person until I started making positive videos and listening back and empowering myself. So it's like, okay, I look forward to feel a fucked up way because I can't wait to use what I know to change it and turn it around. So I'm over here like I got superpowers. Like so I'll be in bed like, oh, my stomach hurt, and I'll hop up like, no, it don't. Stomach rumbling like a mug, but I'm out of bed. So
Right.
you know, so yeah, like I try to be positive, and I read comments, and somebody tell me they love me every day. So it's hard to not feel that love. And then my kids, my daughter, she's like, I love you. And she's on me all throughout the day on top of that. And then she's like, my friends say you're famous. And, you know, and I just started, I thought for a while, like, okay, if I talk to somebody, then what are they going to tell me about, you know, myself? But then I started thinking, like, if I change my thoughts and just be present in the moment, because your mind can only just transmit and replay thoughts that you've already thought until you allow more. So I'm like, if I be present in the moment and allow the positive thoughts and just kind of just change where I'm at, put myself in positions to receive certain blessings and things, like I don't have it to worry about having this hard life despite of me having hundreds of inboxes every day. Like I just talked this guy out of suicide today on my live. Yeah, he was about to
What?
kill himself.
The
And
live
yeah,
are you serious?
yep. It was one of those like because I went live back to back for like an hour. I took a bath and then went back live. One of those lives, those last ones, they're posted. Yeah, he was like, I'm about to do this, like, and we're just like, I'm like, okay, you can't do that, like you're not weak, and that's the weak way out. So I'm still give him tough love, but I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna baby you, I'm not gonna coddle you. I'm gonna let you know you got daughters. You're like, he's like, I'm a single father and things of that nature. And I just kind of just let him know, like, you got a lot to live for. Like, you didn't defeat it everything up until today. Like, you didn't won. Despite of people saying you didn't, like, you literally won. People didn't wake up today. And, like, you try to
Yeah.
take yourself out, and people that died yesterday probably wish they had another day. Well, they probably don't wish because they're dead, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but yeah, after that, he was like so much peaceful, much more peaceful. And I'm like, once this works out for you, come back and let me know. And he's like,
So
okay, I'll let you know.
was he on the camera with you, or he was just typing to you
No,
in the
he was
comments?
just typing. But I
Wow.
got him to agree to come back and let me know, how tomorrow goes or how this goes. So as long as I could get him to agree, and he's like, I'm such a big fan of yours, then maybe that'll make him reluctant, like, okay, come back. And, if he's still feeling that way. Because you got to come back. You can't come back if you're dead. Nah, nigga. you know?
Well,
So.
when people meet you in person, what are the reactions, the in-person reactions? Have you experienced that yet?
Yes, they were like, oh, "You're the girl from TikTok. Can I get a picture?" And I'm just like, "Yeah."
Are you used to it? Are you sitting like comfortably in this new level of fame for yourself, or is it still like weird in a sense?
I guess if I had the money to follow, I'd be like, "Okay." And now I'm just like, "What do y'all see?" Because I'm just normal. Like, I'm normal, and they're like, "You wrote these books," and I'm like, "Yeah, but my goal was 10." And I had to stop thinking like that. I had to start being appreciative and just realize, like, you have done a lot of shit. And if you're just like grateful for the things you have done, you'll generate joy and more. Cause girl, I just was like, and then people are like looking at me crazy. And then I do have women that comes up to me. I've had this happen a few times where the woman is like, I need to talk to you. My husband sends your videos. And because this was when I was like, you booty head bitches. And like the one lady said I was responsible for the guy leaving. And I'm just like,
Are you really responsible, or is it you, sis?
yeah, like he was already, if he left that fast, he was already gone. His mind was gone. His shell was just there. He was dealing with a fucking empty vessel. His
You are.
mind and everything else, he was cloned and with another woman.
Wow. Wow. I love everything about everybody. Are we all having, I don't want you to leave. Are we not loving her right now? Kellie, you're really a gift. And I love I love that we found you, for one. And I want you to keep going. Somebody told me the other day, fame comes before the fortune, which sucks.
I know, girl.
But just know whatever it is that you're doing, it's working. You have an infectious personality. And I'm grateful that we have this connection now, because I'm staying in touch with you for sure.
I'm staying in touch with you too, girl.
You. Listen, everybody. I want you all to make sure you are following Kellie Kell here on Instagram. People on Facebook, if you're watching, you got to cross over, find her on Instagram and TikTok. Your name is Kellie Kell all over the place, right?
Kellie
And
Kell
that's
Show.
Kellie Kell Show. Okay,
Mhm.
that's Kellie Kell, and she spells her name Kellie. So Kellie with the IE, and Kell, Kel. So follow her everywhere. I'm following her. If you can't find her, I'm following her. I'm following her both on TikTok and on Instagram. I appreciate you for taking your time out of your real life to sit over here and chat with us.
No
I truly
problem, girl. I enjoy you here.
thank you. Thank you. Please make sure you come back, promote every single thing that you're working on here, and we support. We're small, but we're mighty. So definitely let this be a place that you can release all of your new upcoming stuff, and we'll support you. You did say you were a rapper. I don't want to dismiss that. Are you performing, or are you now focused on being this life coach?
Girl, I'm doing everything. I'm doing the life coaching. I'm in a movie. I'm in two
Hello?
movies. They haven't came out yet, but yeah, I'm in two movies. Yeah, and I'm working on my third album
Where can we find your music?
everywhere. So my second album is called Emancipated. So if you put Emancipated in and put Kelly Kell, I'll pop up. Yeah,
You are
on music
beyond
platforms.
superhuman. Okay, you're getting the bag from all. Listen. I'm taking notes. I'm gonna have
Girl,
to read my own episode, okay? and take
listen.
show.
I'm trying to figure it out because I'm trying to see how much I can accomplish like while I'm waiting to die. We're all waiting to die. So I don't want to empty obituary and then nobody in my family can write as good as me. So it's like I gotta we're all writing our own obituary in a sense. And I don't want them to put no bullshit in there when I die. So I gotta make this shit great. Cause these motherfuckers, they some haters. Like they have been to put some bullshit in there. Then they get the motherfucker that can't spell to write the shit. Like talk about the middle school and the elementary school I went to. Nobody gives a fuck about that. So I gotta do it myself. I gotta be great enough. And then my kids, my daughter, she don't have the work for nobody mentality. Like she just wants to be pretty, and she's like a black Paris Hilton. Don't know how to boil a damn egg. She do, but she's just
Right.
like, Mom. So I have to be great for them. And nobody in my family passed down any type of generational wealth, which is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're all waiting on me, but it's not fair because the opportunities wasn't available to them either. So girl, I gotta be great.
You will be great. You are great. You will be great. You are great, and I'm grateful that you have turned your pain into medicine. You've taken all of your experiences, and now you're here. So you've got a fan out of me. You've got a fan out of I definitely know you got a fan out of my audience, and for the almost 500,000 people over on TikTok that follow you. So you're doing something great, okay? And I'm pretty sure you've taught at least 25 people in here to get up off their behind and hustle a little harder. So I really am grateful for your spirit. Thank you.
No problem.
I'll be following you. But I'm releasing you back into your real life.
Okay.
You can go and write another book. Make us all feel a little bit bad about ourselves that we're not over here kicking out books. But seriously, please let me know when you're going to do some type of class on how to publish and, everything else. I definitely would love to know so that I can tell my people to, whatever they got to do to sign up and all that stuff.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Kelly. Everybody, I want to see, what's your favorite color? What's a color heart you want to see? Let me see.
Pink.
Pink. Everybody, I want to see some pink hearts in the chat right now. I want to see pink hearts flooding the chat before Kelly Kell goes back to being an amazing mother, content creator, author, just all around amazing superhuman. I want to see the pink hearts flooding the chats. It's not enough. I can't release her until she feels extra loved from the Tasha troops at the Natasha Simona sequence. Okay, there they go. There they go flooding in. Kelly, so much. I look forward to keeping in touch with you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.
How cool was that? Right? Kelly Kell is amazing. The Kelly Kell Show. Yep, at Kelly Kell Show. So make sure you're following her. Listen, I sat here and I laughed, and she said some really insightful stuff that makes you wonder, like, I'm not doing enough. Right when you think, like, okay, I'm doing something. I got this going. And then this young hottie comes on and she then says, nope, this is all the things that I'm doing. But you know what? It's not competition, but it is. And she's inspiring, right? Totally inspiring. Shout out to the entire room. Shout out to all of Kelly Kell's peoples that came in here to watch your amazing buddy here from social media just really drop some gems of life and humor and all of that stuff. Everybody sitting up straight. Let's get a good stretch in. If you need a refill on your drinks, I've got drinks passing around. Let's reset the room for a second.
Finally, a show with an array of topics. I mean, she talks about it all. The Natasha Simona Sequence, Evening Edition.
Shout out to the entire room, both on Instagram and Facebook. Shout out to everybody here. I hope you guys are enjoying your night so far. I know I am. Shout out to the room. Shout out to both rooms. I've got two devices going here. So everybody on Facebook, if you're enjoying what you're seeing and hearing so far, this is a live show that happens on Instagram Monday through Friday, the Natasha Simona Sequence, the evening edition, 6 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific. So for everybody new in both spaces, that's the time we come on here. And if you have a suggestion for a guest, feel free to DM me. We are definitely open to all suggestions because, listen, this is a real show talking to real people about real life, right? Hello? Listen, everybody, I am going to cut out just a little bit early. Oh, did she? Thank you, Kellie Cal. She's still in the audience. I thank you. You were more than a treat. You're a superhuman. I look forward to talking to you behind the scenes because I'm a hustler too. I got some questions. Hello? Hello? Because let me tell you something. The way these gas prices are looking, I'm trying to stay off the pole, Jesus. I'm trying to stay off the pole. Between gas prices and the supermarket prices, Lord God. I'm ready to throw on some 6-inch heels. Listen, everybody, I am going to cut out a little early because my 13-year-old is sick and I got to jump right back into mommy mode. So what I will say is this. Everybody who's on the Transform with Tosh, you've got one more day left to make up your mind and let me know if you want to join in. If you don't join in now, you got to wait till the second go around. And I got more information. We will be doing this. This will be ongoing, but we will be here for 4 months. We started November 7th. And we're going all the way to March 7th. So we will be sitting in this 4-month transformation for the next 120 days. If you want to be part of it, please let me know. We do have a private Facebook group. Shout out to everybody that's been doing it. I believe back office, we have 50 people in the group so far, in the Facebook group, but I believe we have about 67 people that have joined the Transform with Tosh, which is crazy. I tried counting yesterday. I tried tallying up how many people are in the whole Transform journey with me, and I counted 67. I was like, this can't be right. And I tried to go through 67 people. That's something else. So I just want to thank you all for trusting me to carry you through this journey because it's really started with just me. I just asked for one accountability partner, and 67 of you decided that you all were going to be my accountability partner. And I think that's wild in a good way. It's a bit overwhelming in a good way. We are all the quote unquote sacrificial lambs to the Transform with Tosh. So there's going to be some great episodes coming up. Fitness trainers. You know what? We might just have Kellie Cal come back on. She is a life coach. We're going to have all kinds of treats and goodies along the way. But don't worry, for all of you that's not part of the Transform with Tosh journey, I will not be inundating the shows going forward with everything about this transformation stuff. Don't worry. We've got special times and special situations set up for that. So everybody that's on that journey, I just wanted to dedicate this week to onboarding everybody that wanted to join, and it's growing into a thing. And for all of you that have joined, I'm trying to find a way to consolidate everybody who, in one area. So if you have a great suggestion, hit me up or hit up my back office girl. She is in the Instagram chat as Back Office Girl. If you have a way that we can get an appropriate list consolidated properly, that would be amazing to us. I want to shout out everybody that's here. That's enough talk about that. So if you are in the private Facebook group, I may do a live. I may do a live depending on what I walk out to the kids after the show. So stay tuned. Check your notifications. Check your notifications, and let's see about that. I do have a special announcement. I need is Rick Party still in the building? I need him. Let me see. Let me text him. Hey, emergency. Can you get please? Is Rick I don't know if Rick is still in the building. I did text him. It would be better if he was here. Can everybody text, excuse me, can everybody, what's the word I'm looking for? Can you all summons Isaac in the building? I know he had something to do this evening, but I think he's finished. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. Carolyn, you all remember I talked about Carolyn. I said she was the back office to the back office. She keeps me in proper check. Carolyn is live right now on our Facebook page. Actually, I shouldn't tell you that because she likes to keep it all quiet and stuff. Well, there you go. Shout out to Carolyn who's in the building. Thank you. She says, you look and sound amazing. Hello. When I make her proud, I know I'm doing something all the way right. If you all over on Instagram, if you can tag Isaac Hayes III in here, I need him to be, let me see, my back office girl. So he said he was going to sleep. Damn it. He went to sleep. Okay. Isaac, Rick went to sleep. Amazing. There's a reason I want Isaac in the building because fan base reached $1 million. You all know, for a lot of you that don't know, Fanbase is another social media app across the street, founded by Isaac Hayes III, and they just recently completed phase 1 of their crowdfunding. I'm not sure if I'm even saying it the right way, but I saw him post that they just reached. I think they're in this round, he's raising 250 million. I think that's the goal for 250 million, and he just completed 1 million. And I really want him to. I think he's doing something though. Damn it, Isaac. What is he? I wish there was a way that I can. Let me see if I can text him really quickly. Okay. Hold on a second. I'm going to text him from the computer. But something. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Please come to my live now. Okay. I just text him. Shout out to everybody. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I could summon him to the room really quickly before we go. Let me read the question. Anyone else needs a Dr. Ian Smith book? Let me know. Shout out to Marissa Tigney. Marissa, I do have someone for you. I do have someone. Everybody, I just want to say thank you to all of the people who donated books. That gesture was overwhelming in itself. I want to say thank you for everybody who donated books to participants who wanted to receive a donated copy. It got a little bit uneven, but in the name of us doing things, everything is kind of brand new over here. The next go around we do that, I will be much more organized in making sure that everybody gets a book. But Marissa, I will connect you. I will make that happen. Let me see if I could get Isaac in here really quick. I think he's a little bit busy. But let me see if I could work. Oh, what just happened? Okay. Okay, well, I sent the invite, But before I get off of here, I would love to play the ear horns and everything for him. Let me see something. My back office girl says, I'm organized. My back office girl is very, very organized. Shout out to my back office girl. She puts in the work, and she's got a real job. Like she's got a whole career, and she has taken it upon herself to really gather and get things going for me over here. My whole back office team, they have real lives, real jobs, real careers, but yet they take their time to help me over here. So I'm like, I'm so grateful for all of you. I'm trying to see. Marissa says, I'll take care of 3 books. Let me know. Wow. Thank you, Marissa. Thank you. Oh, Isaac is not available. Okay, everybody. I tried. So right now, if everybody can just say congrats, because I think he'll see it in his notifications. If you can just say congratulations and then at Isaac Hayes III, just say congratulations. I'll see if he's available tomorrow and we can do something fun for him over here. So shout out to everybody that has invested in Fanbase on the investor side of things. And if you want to join Fanbase, click the link in my bio, and you can click the link in the bio and sign up there. What else is there? Do I have any more announcements? Let me hold on a minute, because I've been missing you all in the morning time. So let me make sure I don't have any more announcements to. Hold on a second, please. Not me spitting on my shelf. Hold on. That was rather disgusting. Okay. I talked about the transformation, right? Back office. Am I good here? I think I cleared everything. Thank you, Elisha. Shout out to the entire room. I've been trying to read your comments. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. Okay, Carlos says Carlos wants to join. Did I do Okay, hold on, back office. I saw that. If you want to join this Transform with Tosh 4-month transformation journey, definitely send me a DM and I will get you everything that you need. Send me a DM and I'll hook you up with all the questions and all that stuff. My back office wants to know if I did the national days. I didn't do the national days because if you're watching me on the East Coast, you're going right to bed. But if you are interested in the national days, well, today is National Vanilla Cupcake Day. Sorry to everybody on the transformation journey. I mean, I don't know. You could go get a cupcake if you want, but just make sure you burn it off before you go to bed. And it's also Sesame Street Day. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? I should do a remix to that. Where's my producers in the building? If I've got a producer watching me right now, I've got a dope little beat happening in my head. Let's make that work. And if anybody steals my idea, you let me know immediately if you hear somebody that takes my idea to remix the Sesame Street beat. It's signed right here. I thought of it first. It's also National Forget Me Not Day. I ain't really look into that. What's happening here? Okay. Dear everybody on Facebook, if you're watching me, I saw the 20% sign go down. I forgot to plug in the phone for it to charge. So if it dies on Facebook, I'm so sorry. I think I'm done here, everybody. Everybody, I would like for you to put your shoes on right now as you are listening to me close out the show. I just want you to get your shoes on, leave your glasses where they are. Who's trying to cam up? Let me see what's all is going on here. Okay. If you want to cam up, definitely send me a message, or send my back office girl or the executive producer message. I'm not familiar with who you are that's trying to cam up. I would love to cam you up, but because we're nearing the end of the show, I cannot. So you got to come back next time. Let's clear the question box and let's see all of what is happening there. Charlene says, Tosh, please check your DMs. You got it. Right after the show, I'll do that. Mrs. Preston says, I done sent you 1,000,000 guest leads. Let me be patient. Mrs. Preston, that one guest lead, the very first one that you gave me, you know who I'm talking about. I want that. Let's work on that. Let that be our next conversations going forward. And I cleared Marissa Tigney's messages back there. Everybody listen to me. I just want to say thank you again to Kellie Kell, who joined us this evening. That was an amazing conversation. I can't wait to watch it back. Thank you and shout out to all of her people that joined us this evening. Thank you to the Tasha troops that's in the building. Thank you to the support of all of you that watch me day in and day out. Those of you that wake up to me at 4:30 a.m. Pacific, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. We will be back tomorrow. I took 2 days off to take care of my children, and I was ready to come back this morning. That little one woke up with fever tremors, and I was like, I can't. I want to do my show, but you're over here sick. I will be back tomorrow morning, and I definitely will be back tomorrow evening. I want to say thank you to everybody that has donated your love to the show. My Cash App is in the link to the bio, so if you feel within your heart that you like the content here and you want more of it, I am totally grateful for all of you that send me the messages that says, Tosh, I want to send you some love and keep you off the Uber streets. Shout out to you. We're almost done with the Uber business. Hello. I also actually want to shout out some of my Uber clients that are in here, because you better believe while I'm driving, I let them know the Natasha Simona sequence is live, baby. And they're like, you have a talk show? And I'm like, yes, I do. And they're like, well, what are you doing driving Uber? And I'm like, because I have kids and bills. So shout out to all of you. So I just want to say thank you to everybody. The Cash App is in the link in the bio. Everything is in the link in the bio. I have been updating my wish list. So for everybody who's like, Tosh, you need to update your wish list, I added a couple of things in there. So I'll be adding more, okay? Hold me to my neck. Thank you, everybody, for your love, for your support. It's greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Hello. Did you? I don't know if you all heard the little cha-ching thing. I thought my phone was on Do Not Disturb. I don't know how that came through. You know when the Cash App does the cha-ching thing? Hello? Thank you so much. Am I going on Facebook after this? Dear everybody that's in the private Facebook group for the Transform with Tosh, I think I'm gonna go live. I'm ready to rip these eyelashes off. These eyelashes are time to go. So if you want to see me take my makeup off live, no, I'm kidding. I think I will be going live in the Facebook group. Yeah. Everybody that's in the private Facebook group for the Transform with Tosh, I'll be going live. You just got to, I know it's late on the East Coast and a lot of you live on the East Coast. You got to give me like 20 minutes or so to, change clothes and get it together. And I'll go live from the kitchen. I'll go live from the kitchen and have a conversation with you all and check in. So yes, 20 minutes or so, roughly 20 minutes or so, I'll be going live in our private Facebook group. For everybody who wants to be part of the Transform with Tosh and you want to be part of the Facebook group, send me a DM and I will send you that there. Isaac just came into the building. Isaac! Everybody take your shoes back off for a quick minute. Stand at the door. Isaac, can you cam up really quickly, please? I was just about to end my live. Isaac, I'm going to send you a request. Please cam up really quickly. Oh, what? How come I can't find the request? Let's see if he's available to cam up. I would love to. Let me see if I can plug this other phone. Isaac is in the building!
I'm not even ready. Like, I don't even have like my stuff,
Hold on, Isaac.
I'm just at the house.
Isaac!
I was playing Call of Duty.
Isaac, I just wanted you here so I can tell you myself.
Okay.
Congratulations!
Thank
$1
you.
million.
Oh yeah, we're at 1,050,000. We're not stopping till 2.5, so we're still going.
I just when I saw that 1 million, I told my back office team, I was like, I want to do a celebration for Isaac when he hits 1 million. And I really just had this conversation with my back office girl, and she said that would be a really great surprise for him. But you hit 1 million. My kids have been really, really, really sick. And so
Mhm.
I just have not been able to like, but I wanted to celebrate you and congratulate you.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I appreciate that. Like that's awesome. Like we have like we got another 1.5 million to go, but it's moving though. Like 1.5 million to go. So I tell everybody make sure they invest because and look, like you see what's going on in the world, right? You see what's going on with Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and it's getting
Let's
crazy.
This is literally your time. And you just did something. Well, I don't you didn't do something, but Charlemagne gave you another, like Charlemagne is always behind fan base and he just like bigged it up all over again.
Hey man, I'll tell you, Snoop is a real one. Charlemagne's a real one. Roland Martin's a real one. Like those are those three gentlemen.
Yeah, I haven't seen Roland in a long time. Remember me me and Roland would go back and forth.
No, Roland is a real one. Like I did Roland's program yesterday, and
Okay.
yeah, and that like that sparked it back up again because we were talking about what was going on with Twitter, and Elon says Twitter might go bankrupt already. I'm like, how's it gonna go bankrupt already? Like,
What?
yeah, I was sitting here. My boy sent me an article that said Twitter because he lost a bunch of major executives. They quit. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm looking at let me see. I'll read it because it was like, oh yeah, so Elon Musk warns of Twitter bankruptcy as more senior executives quit.
But didn't he fire a lot of people too?
Yeah, I mean he came in there, came in there big dogging, and they're like, yo, I'm like, well, what? I don't know, man. Yeah, Musk warns of Twitter bankruptcy as more senior executives quit. I don't know.
Wow.
How,
Shout,
I don't
shout
think.
out
Yeah.
to the building. You know I love Quinn. I love going back and forth with Quinn too. Isaac, this is it.
Oh, it's go
This
time. I think it's go time. It hasn't been, like I think there's a major. So one of the reasons why I wanted to get into subscriptions was because I felt like advertising revenue was on the decline, and
okay.
I've been seeing these honestly these stories today, um, and it's really crazy. Like it's like all weird. Like I see something. Hold on. I gotta go to the news because somebody sent it. So yeah,
As you wait,
yeah.
somebody just asked if you're gonna go public after 2 million.
No, 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 no. We won't. We won't. No. See, and here's the reason. Here's why. Like going public is very, very dangerous. And I'm learning this as I go. But when you go public for investors, what is she saying? What are you doing?
Sorry, I was just screaming to my kids to bring me the emergency battery pack. Go ahead.
Oh,
I'm listening.
no, 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 no. But when you go public as a company, there
Yeah.
is a constant need for growth and
Oh,
growth year after year after year. And at some point, you hit a ceiling. You
right.
know what I mean? Like the iPhone ain't getting no better. Like the iPhone's peaked. I don't think there's any much more that we can do to an iPhone to make it
It's
better.
so annoying though. Like yeah, but that's another rabbit hole.
So I'm looking at my I'll show you my screen. So I'm looking. So TikTok slashes ad sales target by 2 billion after tech downturn. Right?
Oh wow.
That's one, right? Hold on. I'm gonna show you another one. It's like YouTube. Hold on. And this is because ads are so it's so see YouTube's shrinking ad business is an ominous sign for the online ad market. It's like YouTube ad revenue drops 1.93% in the quarter. Google misses earning expectations. It's the same thing for Snapchat. It's the same thing for Instagram. And it's harder and harder to run a business off ads. And then a company to be expected to have year over year growth. When you're a private company, this is why me and my senior marketing advisor were talking about, like, what's wrong with having a business that makes like $30 billion for 4 years in a row? Who cares? You
Right.
make 40 billion, but investors in the market want to see you make 40 billion. Then they want to make you see you make 65 billion. Then they want you to make 80 billion. And if you
Right.
don't, and if it goes down, everybody gets scared, starts selling their stock, and then it's like it's crazy. Like, I think Facebook lost 700 billion worth of value. Yeah, like because it's like the market, and so I think going public, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm not gonna say a bubble's going to burst, but to be able to say that Facebook lost $700 billion in value, I think that's what it
Right.
was. I mean, you know how much money that is? I just want to say that, like,
I mean, I'm sitting here like I just like let me just get like a couple of million. That's about it. I don't know.
yeah. So look at this. Like, I don't. You see this? Like, look at this. Meta's value is plunged by 700 billion. Wall Street calls it a train wreck. Like, what?
Yeah,
Like, I don't
that's a
like that's those are the things that's what's scary about going public. Remaining a private company, you don't feel the pressure for that excessive year after year growth. It doesn't mean
right.
that the company can't be extremely valuable because like ByteDance is still probably worth 200 or $300 billion in their private company, and they're making
That's
revenue. Oh, you froze. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Okay.
that's TikTok, right?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
and then and then and then Facebook laid off 11,000 people. How you lay via email? How you lay off 11,000 people via email?
One mass email, all hands, you're fired.
You're, we have to let 11,000 employees.
Right before like that's current, like right before the holidays?
They just let go of 11,000 people. I don't know. Something's going on with tech. Like,
Are you feeling any well, you just said that's the downfall of being public. So you're not feeling that kind of pressure, or what do you think
nah.
everybody kind of reached a plateau on, what they can offer?
I mean, I just, I think, and then everybody's moving towards subscriptions, right? So they cut their look like parent company Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp reduces workforce by 13% and extended a hiring freeze. Something's going on. And I think it's because people are opting out of being able to be targeted through ads with cookies and stuff like that. Like they're putting the privacy back in the hands of the user. And
Hmm.
so I think people like I opted out. Like I opted out of that. You get a little notification like Instagram wants to track your
Oh
whatever. Do
yeah,
you remember that?
I say do not allow.
You don't remember where it said? You don't remember? I'm gonna show you this real quick. I have all these. Hold on. I know where all this stuff is. Um, So you don't remember that message that Instagram used to send people, and if it popped up on your phone, it was asking you to make sure that you let them track you, and it would help keep Instagram free of charge. You don't remember that?
Yeah, I do remember
Like
that.
this is a very weird message. Help keep Instagram free of charge. Like when I saw that, I said something's going on. It's like that's Facebook and Instagram because iOS, right? They need to be able to track your data, and that's how they
Yeah.
sell ads. So they can't do that, and um, so yeah, so everybody's coming over to where we were, which is subscriptions, and um, and so that's my thing. Is like I just like okay, I think monetizing your content is the way to go, man. You look really good today, Natasha.
I don't know. Oh, hello, thank you so much. As
You
opposed
look
to all the
like got your Tina Turner going. Okay, then got your Tina Turner. What's love got to do with it going on?
hello. And listen, I'm trying to see if I can find my kids a stepfather by Christmas. Okay, I gotta step my game up a little bit.
Oh my goodness. How was it out there in LA? It's all right. You'll
It's
find
horrible.
somebody. You'll
It's
find somebody.
horrible.
It's horrible everywhere. If you're dating somebody really nice, just stay right where you at. Wait, somebody say I can't see, but somebody says Tosh got the girls out too. So I don't. My boy Quinn said you got the girls out. I
Hello,
don't know.
Quinn. Hello, Quinn is telling my business. Listen, it's the dating scene is horrible. I'm just, I'm hopeful, but I don't know what else to do. So if you've got any single friends in Atlanta, let me know.
Focus on this.
Yeah, that's what
This is
that's so.
marry your purpose, and then everything else will fall into place.
Oh yeah, no, see, that is what I'm focused on. And to be quite honest with you, it's one of those things where I'm like, if somebody were to introduce me to a great man right now, how much of me could I focus on? You know what I'm saying to that? Because I'm so vested in what I'm excited about what I'm doing. There's so
Mhm.
much happen every day. There's new things. I can't talk too much. I could tell you behind the scenes, but I've got an
I
amazing
talked to Rick
bubble.
Party today. I talked to Rick Party today.
You know what's funny? I said to him, because I had called you, and
Hmm.
because as soon as I saw you hit 1 million, I called you, and I didn't get you, and I was like, okay, he's busy. I'll just send him a text. I never did.
I was watching Black Panther. I took the office to see Black Panther today.
Ooh, how was it? How
It
was
was
it?
good. It was good, but it was just like it's tough. It was like it was just tough. It was a tough.
Watch
You
because
really, but I think that they made it that they made you really think about Chadwick and his like his his story is kind of written to this film in a unique way. You have to watch it.
yeah, wow.
It's
No,
written it's written into the film in a very unique way.
I gotta watch it. I didn't know why. I just figured you were busy, and I don't take it personal when you don't answer. I'm like, whatever I need, I'll just email, text you. So then, literally, after I called you, Rick called me, and I was like, man, I want Isaac to come on the show later so I can like congratulate him and stuff. And he was like, yeah, I think he's gonna be busy, and he doesn't. Rick is funny. He don't tell me nothing about what conversations are going on over there unless it's like important for me to know something. But he was
Right.
like, I'll I could get him. So I messaged him tonight. I was like, get Isaac in the room. This is an emergency.
Yeah, no, yeah. No, it's thank you though. This is a big I mean, and it's a big deal and I want to keep going and there's so much more that can be done and it's just like I'm watching this it's really weird because I feel, like I was like I feel very good about where fan base is and what we're building and I love how people are trying to kind of like say, yeah, we need to do subscriptions or we need to, this functionality and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, yeah. So, I mean, and
And
it'll happen.
I am begging you for the dual live option. Like Isaac, if you and your team can gift that to me for Christmas.
It takes, so if my CTO were here right now, he'd tell you it's not about, it's not about, it's about, it's about resources. Anything can be built. It's just how fast you want it built. And then it's like, if you want it built in like a month, then it takes X amount of dollars to build. If you want it built in 4 months, it takes X amount to build. So when you have a team,
Funding
it's like
I raise the crowdfunding to 3 million because I want that built for Christmas. That would be
I
the best.
can't. You don't, we just allow people to post YouTube links as private, like unlisted YouTube links as exclusive content. You know how important that is? You know how crazy that is? That means
I I
like
can
podcasters can put like their exclusive content behind a paywall and simply use YouTube, unlisted YouTube link to do it. It's
okay.
incredible.
I see. I just got what you're saying. The unlisted YouTube link can go there. So now, okay, I like that.
Man,
Actually,
I did higher learning with Van Lathan today too. After the movie, I did his podcast. Um,
can we get Van over here? I love him.
I'll reach out to Van and see what's up. But we were just we were just talking about the app and everything, and everybody wants Twitter too. So you know,
No, please just get the dual function live, not the Twitter, not just get. If you get me what I want, so that I can operate on fan base,
no, you're gonna get it. You're going to get it. I promise you.
because that's all I'm waiting for. You know that
Yeah,
you
no,
can't.
you're gonna get it. You're going to get two person live. We had some good calls today. about some other things we're building. There's a lot more coming down the road. So
All
that's
right.
all.
I'm patient. I'm just saying. I'm saying without saying too much for what I'll talk to you about behind the scenes. But man,
Because man, like you could have this, you could have 100, 200 people looking at you on fan base by yourself. You wouldn't even need me,
I know,
and you
but
get
I mean,
look.
when we did the test run over there, that was fun and playing music and stuff like that. But when I do my interviews and stuff, my interviews, it's here like this, the dual
No,
live.
I know we're gonna make it happen. Trust me. Like yeah,
All right. All right.
yeah.
Till then,
Everybody's like give her 2-person live. Like
I'm telling you, like I need you to just be like, here's an envelope. I want you to open it and read what it says. And all
well,
I need is, huh?
here's the thing. If I give you 2-person live, I honestly have to we're gonna have to build 4-person. So it'll be 2, but it'll be up to 4.
Right.
So yeah,
Which is
it'll be
fine.
that, which is fine.
Which, as long as I can at least do my interviews, once
Yeah.
you get that and you say, read what this note says, and it says, fan base now has dual person live, and you are the first to try it. It's over with. It's over with. That's all I
No,
need.
yeah. No, that no 2-person live is no. We got it coming. It's a
All
lot
right.
we building. I'm telling you, it's a lot.
Well, your
But
family always promoting you, and we love you over here, and I'm always cheering for you. When anything, I need to come over there and revamp my page a little bit better, but
hey man, when I show these, when I show people these numbers that these podcasters are making, and when I show these podcasters are making, and we over here doing like certain like man, it's so much money. That's why I say this. The world is going to change. The world is about to change with social media, and like I'm starting to see it. I'm starting to see the cracks.
yeah.
It's like that part of the disaster movie right before everything goes to shit. And
Hmm.
I'm the guy that's like, hey, we need to head towards the plane because this shit's about to about to go crazy.
Well,
So
I'm gonna call you tomorrow. I don't know if you're working and what you got going on, but I'll message you tomorrow so we could talk.
yeah, no, we that's fine. We can do that. I was playing Call of Duty actually because I was actually about to post because we're over 1,050,000 raised, and
Hmm.
that as that number grows. So see, so we post updates every 50,000. So we're at 1,055,000 raised.
Wow.
So it's
Wow.
actually going up. So yeah, so we gotta update about that too. So we gotta have that popping.
Post tomorrow. Post tomorrow. When everybody's awake,
I mean, I might. We'll see.
because it's late.
Yeah. So
Well, well, go back to Call of Duty. I was
man,
actually I was
that's my
ending
fun
live when
time.
you walked in, huh?
I said that's my getaway. That's it. That's my escape. That's what I do from like that's like my winter fall break from like October to like January, February. All I do is go to the office and play Call of Duty. It's cold outside. And I mean, last few, when it was the pandemic season, that's when we was really playing Call of Duty. Like everybody was playing it, but.
Are
So
you in the metaverse in the Oculus world?
no,
Oh, it's so fun.
I know. I think
I
that's gonna
take
fail too. I
I
told you
take,
right. I told you I think that's gonna fail horribly.
you think so? I
Yeah.
get nauseous go in there sometimes.
That's not the reason why I think it's going to fail. I think it's going to fail because of arrogance.
Mm,
I'm going to explain to you what I mean. Facebook had capitalized on calling the virtual reality space the metaverse, right? And everybody was like the metaverse, right? And so they turn around and call their company Meta.
right.
So if I'm Google, Microsoft, or Apple, I'm like, screw the metaverse. I'm going to build Apple's version or Google's version or Microsoft's version. They should have let everybody get invested into that word and
Right.
then change the name of the company to Meta. But you don't switch it now. I'm like, why would I build anything for the basically Facebook universe? Who
For
gives a
you.
shit? Yeah, if Apple's not going to build anything for the Facebook universe, Microsoft's not going to build anything for the Facebook universe, Google's not going to build anything. They're going to build their own whatever they call
Earth.
metaverses because
Right.
they can't even call it the metaverse. What can Apple can't call it the metaverse? You're calling it
No.
the Facebook universe because Facebook changed their name. So it's like, why would they change their name? They should have just let everybody. They should have let everybody get invested in the metaverse and call it the brand name and change their company to Meta, and then you couldn't separate the two. You know what I mean? It's like that's just. I think they jumped the gun on calling the company Meta. I would have had the name reserved and everything, but I wouldn't have called. You know, I wouldn't have called it. I wouldn't have called my company Meta. I would have
No,
left
that
it alone.
makes sense. I never even thought about that until you broke it down. Honestly, that
It just
makes
doesn't make sense. Company. I mean, I wouldn't. As big as fan base gets, I would never build something for the Facebook universe.
right.
You know.
I,
So
well, Isaac, listen, I'm gonna tap in with you in the real in the real verse in the real life
yeah.
tomorrow. You know what? I saw a lot of people saying they needed help navigating fan base, so maybe we could do like a tutorial one day. I don't know.
I don't understand how fan base, like, I'm not trying to just like down myself, but it really functions a lot like TikTok and Instagram and Clubhouse. If you know how to use Instagram, Clubhouse, and TikTok, you know how to use fan base.
Well, to be fair, and
Uh,
I got up for some people in here who have issues with fan base. To be fair, when I got on TikTok, I still don't know what the heck I'm doing over there.
no, TikTok, but that's Flicks. That's a little different. But I'm just saying the
Right.
basic UX
No,
UI fan base is similar to a lot of apps.
but you have to think like this. Some of these sites aren't as easy click and go. Like I think of all of the sites, I think the easiest to navigate is Instagram. Twitter is a pain in the butt. Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Like there's so many different components. And because fan base, you have a little bit of all of these apps. Like you've got the portion that is similar to Clubhouse. You've got the portion that's similar to Facebook. You got the portion that's you know what I'm saying? Like you really have a little bit of everything. It can be overwhelming to somebody who has issues with all the other apps. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I really get it. I have empathy for the people who are confused. So I'm thinking you should do probably a tutorial one day. Maybe not you, but somebody on your team
hmm
to host that. And you let me know and you say, hey, this date at this time on Fanbase, we're going to be doing a live tutorial. Get everybody over there on Fanbase. And if that person can do it where they can like either share their screen or, on the big white office, something where we have a room full of people learning on.
I'll do that, or I can do a really big audio room and walk people around the app. Because once you're in an audio room, you can navigate around the app while you're in the audio room.
Okay, so let's do that. And I'll sit next to you, me and Quinn.
Yeah. Q. Q know how to use Fanbase. Q be going live. He be posting videos. He be in audio rooms. He know how to use it. Quinn knows how to use Fanbase.
I know, but
You have Quinn give you a tutorial.
we're the usual suspects. No,
Yeah, man.
but seriously, like think about when you want to do that, and I'll let my people know over here, and we come over and we sit and learn it together.
That's fine. I think it's cool, but yeah, for sure. The young kids know how to use it. You're showing your age. Some young kids will hop on there and jump on there.
First of all, I'm not that young anymore. I'm 37, and all right, no problem. I don't have to.
When I hear you say that, right? When I hear you say that, you know how old I am.
Yeah, I do. I do know how old you are.
I don't look it though. Hopefully, I don't look that
No,
that
you
age.
don't. No, you look like a snack. Excuse me, no disrespect, but I'm just saying. You look like a whole snack and a meal. Enough on that. Enough on that. Isaac, lastly, before I let you go, please, if there's anybody in the state of Georgia that you're friends with, let me know. I just need, a little adult company would be nice.
You ain't listen. This one city you ain't ready for. If you get handle LA, you stay as far away from Atlanta as you possibly can. Because it's a lot of distractions down here. That's why I go from the office to the house.
No,
It's too much going on in the streets. I think
I'm
you need a nice man from like Richmond. No, you need a nice man. You need to listen. I'm gonna tell you where they at. Because one of my homegirls, she just got engaged. You need a nice man from Nashville, a nice black man that lives in Nashville. That's what I
Really?
think I think yeah, she just got engaged, and I was like, she got engaged out of nowhere. She's like, Nashville. I'm like, oh, that's where they at, ring and everything.
Okay, and somebody said from Seattle. So I'm seeing, so you said Nashville, Seattle. Somebody said Maryland, Alaska.
Nah, I'm telling you, Nashville. It's still in the South. They got
Hook you
it's
up.
not that far away from Atlanta. You know
My
what I'm
boy,
saying?
book. I've got Facebook on. He says from New York but lives in Atlanta. Oh
Hmm.
man. All
You need
right. Listen,
you need Nashville in your life.
I'm single over here, so you all can send me all your single friends and maybe we'll do a dating portion of the show. We'll see. Uh,
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know how that looks. Isaac, go back to
You
your
should
real
do that.
what?
You should have like dudes come on live and like talk to them and do like kind of like love connection.
And I'll be the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, you the one looking for love.
Okay. That's
Somebody
interesting.
said somebody said Atlanta is dry. You know what I heard? Now don't get mad at me when I say this. I heard this and I was like, wow.
Uh-oh.
It was this. It was like this psychologist. But she was saying that women find 80% of men unattractive.
Huh?
Think about that. Women find 80% of men unattractive.
80%.
80%. Women find 80% of men unattractive. So basically, she was saying every woman is sleeping with the same 20% of men, and you wonder why you can't find a husband, or there's like nobody today because women are all chasing that 20% of men,
That's
and the
crazy.
80 sitting over here like, I mean, I got corduroy pants on. I'm sorry that takes me out of the conversation, but
Nah, give me a square. Give me a square all day. I like the corny jokes. I like the guys who are nerdy. I like all the I'm a square kind of girl. I don't want the guy who's, the most popular in the room and no thanks. I want the squares. The ones who mind their business, they wash dishes, they cook, they do foot massages, they tell corny jokes, they stay in the house, all of that
that's
stuff.
that's that's probably that 20% of men. They just got phantoms in big houses.
No, those are the ones that come in the room and everybody's like, "Oh, who's that zaddy?" No, I'm not. The minute I see girls like, "Girl, he is everything," I'm like, "Yeah, I don't want him no more. Never mind." Yeah, Jim Carrey.
Are
Give me
you a
Jim.
Leo? When's your birthday?
May 10th.
What's that? A Taurus.
And you're June 10th.
That's right. Gemini's.
No, I'm May 10th. I'm a Taurus. I'm a
I know
Taurus.
you're Taurus. I'm Gemini.
Yeah, please. I don't want a Gemini. My children's father's Gemini, and that's a disaster. No thanks. Gemini men are disasters. Not you. You're an anomaly. Not you.
I'm mad you call my whole clique a disaster.
A disaster.
Well,
Gemini disasters. Forget it. Except you. You're an anomaly. Okay.
that's cause I stay to myself, man. I stay, I stay.
And whomever you end up marrying, she's gonna be one lucky bride. You cook. I
Oh yeah,
think you like organization. You just
pretty clean in here right now.
yeah.
Pretty clean.
You look
Yeah.
like you're nice and cuddly. Like you just like, babe, let's just go home and cuddle on the couch and watch, some Netflix.
You know what happened? Yeah, but then that'll happen, and I fall asleep in 5 minutes because I've been working all day. I'll be like, I'm going to sleep. I'm just
You look like you snore, but like the minute she puts her hand right on your chest, you calm down and you're just at ease. You give me that kind of vibe. Yeah.
I'm very chill.
Yeah. See, shout
Yeah.
out to whomever you marry. Good Lord. And just invite me to the wedding so I could be like, you're really lucky. He's a good one. He's a good Gemini.
I'm not that, I admit I'm selfish. I'm a selfish guy. So I'm a selfish person, and I'm selfish for a reason. Because fan base is more important than well, not more important, but it's as important as a relationship to me, and
Well, maybe.
feels like a purpose. Yeah,
Absolutely. Come on.
yeah.
Absolutely. Love connecting him no. Anyway, listen, I gotta go take care of these kids because my kids are sick.
I'm sorry they're sick. That sucks.
Yeah, they've got that thing that's going around. They've been,
That three letter virus.
yeah, it's real bad. I called the doctor today and I'm like, can I bring my kids in? And she was like, you can come in and wait, but
What are the symptoms? So I can be careful.
well, both of my kids have different symptoms. So the older one, the 13-year-old, he's asthmatic. So, shortness of breath, a lot of mucus, on and off fever, cold sweats, loss of appetite, slight hallucination. And then the
Sounds
little
like
one,
COVID.
yeah, it's very similar to COVID, but I tested him and he has no COVID. He lost his, yeah, I said loss of appetite, right? He didn't lose his taste, but loss of appetite and just
Yeah,
really
right.
weak. My 10-year-old, he's been feeling weak, so a little body achy, sinuses are inflamed, and
Mm-hmm.
he had fever tremors last night.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so those are the symptoms from two different kids. People are asking, what did the doctor say? Well, I called the doctor to see, hey, can I bring him in? And the doctor said, they said the office was overrun.
Oh man, I'm sorry to
Yeah.
hear that.
So they were like, you can come and sit and wait, or you can just go to urgent care and we'll follow up. So it is coming from the,
I still wear my mask. I wore my mask in the movies today. I still wear my mask. So
yeah.
in large groups of people, I ain't trying to. I'm not trying. And then I really don't go out that much. So well, I hope they feel better. I'm not gonna let you. I'm gonna let you get back to work. I'm gonna try to play a little Call of Duty before I go to sleep, and then we're back tomorrow. We're working on fan base.
Yeah, I'll text you and we'll talk because let me come on fan base tomorrow. We'll talk offline.
All right, good. Okay.
Well, congratulations again. I want to see
Thank you.
1M. I want everybody to type 1M in the chat right now. Just the number 1 and the letter M. Shout out to everybody on Facebook that was just listening to the conversation over on Instagram. That is Isaac Hayes, the third CEO and founder of Fanbase. We are congratulating him on his 1.5 million milestone on his crowdfunding. So
We got another million and a half to go. We're at 1,056,000. I keep it keeps going up. So we'll
yes,
see it though. I'll keep everybody posted though, but 1M so and we get to 2M and then it'll be 2.5 and then the party's over. It's on to Series A. But that's when the
Series A.
real fun begins. Series A is when the real fun begins. Cause that's when you get like $20 million. And then we get to we get to talk a little shit. Be like, yo, we got some money to spend. Now we can burn some bread. And
I'm
really big. You'll get your 2-person live faster.
I'm
You know.
ready for today. I am. And that's probably when you'll be like, Natasha, pack your bags and go. The Creator Jet is leaving from Van Nuys Airport. Please go over there for tomorrow.
The Creator Jet.
you have
I'm gonna
earned,
remember that. The Creator Jet.
you've earned your seat on the Creator Jet. Please go to Van Nuys Airport and get on the Creator Jet to ATL tomorrow.
Absolutely. Okay, bet.
All right. Have a good night, Isaac.
All right, you too. Bye bye. Yeah.
Bye. Shout out to Isaac. That's the way you end the show, everybody. I hope you still have your shoes on. Get up on out of here. That's the end of the Natasha Simona sequence. I want to thank everybody that has tuned in. We had an amazing guest earlier, Kellie Kell. She was a real she was a real treat and a really, really good time. If you miss Kellie Kell, please make sure you watch the replays. The replay will be available right after I get off live, and I will be uploading it on YouTube. And shout out to Isaac for taking his time away from Call of Duty to join us. And let us love up on him for his $1 million milestone over on fan base and his crowdfunding. Everybody, thank you for your support. If you enjoyed what you saw here and you're not following me already, I would love if you can follow me. Make sure you share my stuff. I will be back on tomorrow morning for the morning show for the Natasha Simona Sequence, 4:30 a.m. Pacific, 7:30 Eastern. And if you all join me in the evening, I am back here again for the evening edition at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And like I said, the lights stay on because of you. So the Cash App link is in the bio. So go to my bio, click the link in my bio. And for all of you that donate and love up on me, I just want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I will see you tomorrow. I am off to be nurse mommy to my 2 sick children. Thank you, everybody. Get up on out of here. Leave the glasses. Everybody that got drinks tonight, leave your glasses. Throw your napkins in the garbage because that's disgusting. Get your phones and your computers out of the charger and get on out of here. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. That's the show. Good night and goodbye, everybody.